Saw them today. We also offer alignments.
The Henry County Sheriff's Office says that 2 people have been arrested on Wednesday after deputies executed a narcotics search warrant at a home on Penrose Drive. On August 20th, the Sheriff's Office SWAT team, assisted by the Vice Unit and Drug Interdiction Unit, served a warrant at 241 Penrose Drive following multiple community complaints about suspected drug activity at the residence. When deputies arrived, a man was encountered at the front door. A woman was later found hiding in a crawl space between a trap door under the bathroom sink. Both were taken into custody. Investigators say a search of the residence led to the seizure of suspected fentanyl, methamphetamine, and cocaine.
We're at 241 Penrose Drive, this mobile home located behind me in the Bassett community. What I can tell you at this point is we received a number of complaints about narcotics activity here at this residence. So our narcotics interdiction unit, as well as our vice unit, they work together day in, day out, hand in hand, launched an investigation which led to the issuance and ultimately the execution of a search warrant here today. When we arrived here today, there were 2 individuals who were ultimately taken into custody. One male subject was taken into custody immediately. He was already wanted on outstanding warrants for distributing narcotics. There was a female here who was ultimately taken into custody. It took a little bit, and I'll explain why. She was able to get underneath the bathroom cabinets, crawl through a pre-cut hole underneath the trailer. So it took us a few minutes to identify her location and successfully extract her. And she also was already wanted on previous probation violation for underlying charges of narcotics and weapons. So upon initiating this search today, I can tell you that we have suspected fentanyl, suspected methamphetamine, white powder that we believe to be cocaine, as well as an illegally possessed firearm that in addition is stolen from another jurisdiction.
Deputies also recovered a stolen firearm, digital scales, ammunition, and a ledger with names. All the suspected drug and evidence will be sent to the Virginia Department of Forensic Science for testing. James Rumley, 34, charged with 3 counts of distribution of Schedule 1, 2 drug possession with intent to distribute Schedule 1 or 2 drug, possession of Schedule 1 or 2 drug while possessing a firearm, and possession of a stolen firearm. Elizabeth Robertson, 45, was charged with probation violation. The Sheriff's Office said additional charges are expected as this investigation continues.
So we always execute these narcotic search warrants through the use of our SWAT team. They are trained and equipped at the highest level, and I know we occasionally get critics online about the level of force that we present here. But we just seen in a neighboring jurisdiction just last week that the execution of a warrant resulted in 3 officers being injured by gunfire. So we take these serious. This is an inherently serious operation each and every time. Like I said today, individual inside armed with a firearm. These individuals nearly always are armed with a firearm. So we spare no expense in the training and equipment for our officers to ensure these warrants are executed safely and successfully. These are not just deputies at the Henry County Sheriff's Office. These are someone's husband, wife, someone's son or daughter, and we ensure that they're going to go home safely to their family at night.
Anyone with further information about the drug activity in Henry County is urged to contact the Sheriff's Office at 276-638-8751 or at Crime Stoppers at 276-632-7463. Now for news coming from Martinsville, 2 Roanoke residents were arrested Wednesday night after police pursuit involving a stolen U-Haul truck ending in Henry County, according to the Martinsville Police Department. Police say officers attempted to stop the U-Haul on Liberty Street after Flock's safety cameras alerted them to the vehicle had been reported stolen from Roanoke. The driver, identified as 32-year-old Kaylee Gabrielson, refused to stop, leading officers on a pursuit that stretched 10.4 miles.
This started in the city, up behind the mall. We got some flock hits, which is our license plate cameras, for a stolen vehicle out of Roanoke. It was this stolen U-Haul box truck. Our officer spotted that box truck sitting in the Lester Home Center parking lot there on Liberty Street. When they approached that vehicle, the vehicle left the parking lot. So a traffic stop was initiated going down the hall there, or down the hill behind the mall. The vehicle initially stopped down near the oil change place at Jones Creek. When the officers got out to approach the car, the trucks took off again. They went out Kings Mountain Road and took a right on 220, going north on 220, past the bypass exit and into Bassett. And once they got into Bassett, they went all the way out to the other end of Bassett before turning around, coming back in, and ultimately that truck crashed at Bassett Heights Road there at 57.
The chase ended when the truck crashed on Bassett Heights Road in Henry County. Authorities said both Gabrielson and the passenger, Michael Roberts, 24, were taken into custody without incident. Gabrielson faces charges of felony elude, grand larceny, and destruction of property. Roberts was charged with grand larceny and carrying a concealed weapon.
Usually you just try to follow at a safe distance and hope they run out of gas or ultimately spin out on their own. Trying to pit a box truck or any kind of dually, obviously they've got stronger traction in the back of their car, in the back of a dually truck, than we would with a police car, so it's a bad idea to try and spin them out. And also with them being a little bit more top heavy, it's really kind of dangerous to do. So we just followed it, and fortunately they weren't from the area, didn't know where they were going, and when they tried to make that turn onto Bassett Heights Road, they just overdid the turn and went into the bank.
Both suspects were transported to the Martinsville City Jail.
You already know we double up at Autos by Nelson, and now we're taking it to the next level. You'll still receive double the warranty on all new vehicles, but now we're offering triple the peace of mind. With free towing up to 125 miles and no collision deductible at our body shop for any new or used vehicle. It's just one more way we're tripling up at Autos by Nelson. Do you know her?
Sova Martinsville encourages men to take charge of their health starting today. Focus on 4 key areas. Schedule regular checkups, eat a balanced diet, stay active, and support your mental well-being. Small, consistent steps can lead to a longer, healthier life. Whether it's hitting the gym, eating smarter, or seeing your doctor, every action counts. Let Sova help you live your best life.
Save big this summer with this exclusive offer, only available at Cunningham Tire in Bassett. Now until August 16th, you can get a $100 rebate with the purchase and installation of a set of Michelin tires from Cunningham Tire. No other local tire dealer has this exclusive offer. With over 2,700 tires in stock, you can get tires installed today. We also offer alignments, state inspections, brakes, and oil changes. Call us today to schedule your appointment, 276-629-1142. Cunningham Tire, we keep you rolling.
My name is Patrick Sharp. I'm an attorney with the law firm of Gardner, Barrow & Sharp here in Martinsville. If you've been injured in a serious automobile collision or perhaps a minor injury with a rear end collision, we've been handling personal injury cases in the area for almost 50 years. Give us a call for a free evaluation of your case, 276-638-2455.
Sure. So Saturday is the 17th annual Smith River Fest at the Smith River Sports Complex. It's presented by Sova Health. We have something for everyone there all day long. It's from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. If you're an adventure seeker, you can come out and do the Helger Mike also mud run, the Smith River boat race. We have free river tubing. You can check out a tube and kayak and float the river. If you've never been on the river before, you can do our demo pool, which is a huge pool we construct for Smith River Fest, and you can try out a canoe, kayak, or stand-up paddleboard in the pool. Sure. So we've sold out of vendor spots this year. So we have food trucks, some delicious people there selling all types of food, frozen treats, Cinnabon donuts will be there. Cinnabon will be there. And we also have a lot of vendors that are selling really unique items. Christmas is only a few months away, so it's a great place to pick up some presents. A lot of people there are making homemade jewelry, just some really beautiful items. We'll have a lot of our local organizations here, community organizations, that'll be there. pass out information about services they offer to our community, but you definitely want to visit all the food and pick up some great items for Christmas or somebody's birthday. So it's Saturday, August the 23rd from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. We have a ton of animals from Infinity Acres. We've got a rock climbing wall, bounce houses, the Joseph Young Magic Show, the band Griffin in the afternoon, yoga, Helga Might Hustle Mud Run, a hammock village, just something for everyone.
From small beginnings, I started a business here in Henry County. Through hard work, faith, and a commitment to doing what's right, I know what it takes to grow, to face challenges, and to find solutions that work. It's the same determination that I'll bring to the Board of Supervisors. Together, we can strengthen our community, create opportunities for our families, and build a future that Collinsville can be proud of. This ad's been authorized by Chris Lawless for Board of Supervisors.
Thanks for tuning in to BTW21 Weather. I'm Chad Hall. Today is Thursday, August the 21st. As we look at Southside, we see in temperatures pretty much hanging around the 80s, 83s throughout Southside. Martinsville, Ridgeway, about 83, and we're going to see everybody else hanging out around 80, 81, 82 degrees. Basically about a 3-degree difference in all of Southside today, but a beautiful day, about a 22% chance of some possible showers, but I think we're going to dodge most of that. But again, mostly cloudy skies throughout the day. Again, we'll take a look at our overnight. You'll see again, everything's going to be dropping into the 60s, about 61 degrees. Boonesville down to Ferrum, about 63. We're going to reach about 64 degrees here in Martinsville and Ridgeway. Ararat and Stewart, 61, 62 degrees will be their coolest. Again, the chance of precipitation is going to increase into the AM about 55%, but we're seeing about a 4-mile-an-hour wind northeast, which is making the day actually a pretty good day, but there is those possibilities of those showers coming in the late PM or early AM. We're going to give the day about a number 8. It's just a great day to be out, wind, the breeze in the 80s. Can't ask for more than this in August, that's for sure. Again, we're going to top off at about 83 degrees here in Martinsville, and lows will be about 64 Friday morning. We had a beautiful sunrise this morning at about 6:41, and again the wind's going to hang out between about 4 and 5 mile an hour most of the day into tomorrow. Now we'll take a look at our Friel Equipment 5-day forecast. We'll jump right into Friday. Partly cloudy skies, about 82 degrees. Saturday, we was a little worried about Saturday because we got a lot of events going on this Saturday, and we want everybody to get out and enjoy some of them. But it looks like we're going to be about 78 degrees Saturday, which will be a perfect day to get out and go see the Smith River Fest. Going to be a lot going on. So everybody write that in your calendar, 10 o'clock ribbon cutting. Get out and enjoy Smith River Fest. 78 degrees on Saturday, which again is a perfect day. And then Sunday, we're going to see partly cloudy, about 79 degrees. And it looks like then through the weekend, I almost said holiday, not yet. Monday, we're going to see probably some storms coming throughout, maybe starting out our week with some thunderstorms and some rain. But it looks great right now for the weekend. So again, that's Friel Equipment 5-day forecast. You're watching our Ashbrook Audiology weather report. Again, thanks for tuning in here on Thursday. Again, this is August the 21st. Until tomorrow, everybody hang in there. Friday's on the way.
Relationships, they are the most precious and important thing we have in life. An uncorrected or improperly corrected hearing loss negatively affects each and every one of those relationships. Did you know that you have hearing insurance benefits available to you? At Ashbrook Audiology, we are the region's go-to providers for benefits from affordable hearing care, true hearing, and many more. Ashbrook Audiology, where relationships matter, Martinsville and Danville.
All right, Coach Johnson, what's your main focus right now during conditioning on this off-season training? What's your main focus for these guys?
Making sure we're being very specific on the details. We're breaking down the details. We want the guys to understand the small things matter, and that's all we're doing out here. You know, is just making sure guys are understanding how to route run, how to catch a football, how to tuck a football, things that they may think they just do naturally, but we want to get it in their minds, the small things, because in a football game on Friday nights, those small things matter. Those small things lead to wins or losses. So we're trying to do that. Pressure is something that I've always been told, pressure either busts pipes, but that same pressure can also form a diamond. Which one are you going to be? And we like to think that, man, we're ready to become diamonds and handle pressure. Pressure is something that you put on yourself, and we're not doing that. We're coming out here, we're going to play a game we love. A lot of us been doing it our whole life. This is going into my 16th year coaching. Love it. And just trying to get these guys to understand, you don't worry about pressure. Pressure is nothing but what other people talk about. We're just going to go out, have fun, play this game the right way. To get better every week, my varsity guys got a lot of returners, super excited about them. And I know they're feeling a little bit of pressure they're putting on themselves because we hadn't really performed the way we know we could the last 2 years. So they got a chip on their shoulder. We're being overlooked a little bit. So they're excited about it. And I'm excited about the group I have. I have a great group of senior leaders, great group of juniors behind them. And man, we're going to have some sophomores and maybe even a freshman step up and make some noise this year as well. Always Magna Vista. Always Magna Vista, Martinsville. The hometown games are always fun. You know, a lot goes into those. Outside noise goes into those games for these kids. But for me, it's fun. It's fun seeing the community get together. And it being everybody in the community comes together. There's no problems, no issues, and we just have a good time. Joy. Every day I wake up, I'm not dreading coming to my job. I love what I do, and it's because I get to come work with guys who really love being here, but I also get to work with guys who I know they might need me. And they know, hey, there are days I need them. So they bring this job, this career brings me a lot of joy. And it's all because of the kids I get to work with, the administrators I get to work for. And it's just, I love it. Even in my past job, loved it. Same thing. You know, just being in 2 different schools in this county over 16 years, it's been awesome. And I've really loved it.
It's more than just football.
It is way more than football to me. You know, football is probably the last thing on the list if I had to create a list of why I'm here. Football is probably last. But man, I find joy in this job, and I love giving glory to God through this job. So it's an awesome feeling.
We're going to take another quick commercial break. Don't go anywhere. I have more news when we get back.
You no longer have to come to Lee's Tire and Wheel to have your tires installed. Come on, let's go. Let me show you how it works.
Latana de Leon translates to the lion's den in English. It refers to a place or situation that is dangerous, challenging, or intimidating, much like a lion's lair. The phrase is often used metaphorically to describe confronting difficulties or facing formidable opponents. For example, if someone says, "I'm entering the lion's den," they mean they are about to deal with a challenging situation or confront someone powerful. So it's a vivid expression that captures the idea of facing adversity head on. So right now people can go on to samiamthe1barber.com. It's a very detailed site, easy for booking. I'm at 62 Fayette Street, Suite 114. I'm the last suite in the building.
Looking for complete office solutions? From classrooms to corporate offices, we provide tailored designs. Get everything you need for your workspace from Bassett Office Supply. Conveniently located at 2266 Ferrystone Park Highway. Transforming spaces for over 50 years. Visit us today.
For nearly 30 years, Drake Extrusion offers you the personalized service and flexibility of a custom supplier. With research and development based on 2 continents, Drake is on the cutting edge of polypropylene fiber technology. We work daily with polymer suppliers to improve existing products and meet the challenge of new end uses. We not only value our products, but we also value our employees. For more information, email us at info@drakeextrusion.com or give us a call at 276-632-0159.
Hi, I'm Ginger. Welcome to Oasis Wellness Escape right here in Martinsville. We'll see you at the Oasis, located at 2559 Greensboro Road, right here in Martinsville, 276-336-3067.
Now it's time for the BTW21 Sports presented by Gym 24.
I think, we finally have a lot of experience this offseason, a lot of older guys, 4-year players, guys that understand how the process starts from beginning to end. So those guys really bought into that, and, they're here. It's been an interesting offseason already, but they've been here, they've been working. The younger guys have come in, they try to hold those guys accountable, which is something we really haven't had before. That comes with experience, leadership, those things, but they've done a good job of that. They bought into the fact it's their team. A player-led team wins more than a coach-led team, obviously. So, I think that's the message we try to put on those guys for the last couple of years. They finally figured that out, and I think they're finally showing that this offseason for sure, taking ownership of the team.
We got more guys in this year. We got more team chemistry since we've been playing longer with Fielder, and we stacking on. We started from 0-10 season, then we went to 3-7. Now we're shooting for state. I said that last year, but that's always the goal. It's just really about stacking days and getting better every day.
The expectations are high. We have depth finally. We've got guys we can play different positions. We've got experience. Those things are there now. We haven't had those the last couple of years. They know that our expectations are high. We expect to be successful. We expect to win games. We expect to fight through adversity. Those are the things we didn't do in the past. We didn't stay together in tough situations. We quit when things started getting tough. We're changing districts, but the district we're going into is really tough. They're very well-coached teams, so we got to match that and be more athletic on top of that. But I do think these guys have bought into the fact that, we got to play 4 quarters, not one, hope things go well, and then if it doesn't, we quit. That's kind of been the problem here lately. But I think we're better with that. I think they understand that it's a full team concept. In the past, individuals want to get their own stats and those kind of things. Now I think they understand that it doesn't matter. The thing that matters most is having that number in a win column at the end of the day.
We've been building in the weight room, building on the field, been building on everything really, because nobody can ever be perfect, but that's what we hope to achieve in the coming up season. Physically, I think we're feeling a lot better from last season. I think we improved a lot. For me, it looks like working hard every day in practice, doing everything right, getting the little details right, just doing the little things so we can hope to achieve the big things.
Discipline, we got to increase our weight, and we can't slack off doing this, and it's all about our leaders. Like, if the seniors don't step up, then we ain't really got a team. Yeah, it's tougher, definitely. You got to make sure you up to par with everything you do. You got to be a good role model for, the freshmen and sophomores that don't really know anything yet. You really got to live to the standard,
They've come right in and fit right in. We've got a lot of, not a lot, we got a few guys that hadn't played in the last couple of years that are playing now. They've had a good impact already. The guys have meshed well with those guys, and they're tough-minded guys. That's the main thing. At least right now, when you get in the season, you'll find out who's really tough and who's not. But But I think that everything's kind of meshed well together. We've got a new rule this year, 60%. If you don't make the offseason 60% of the time, you don't get to play. And I think that helps. You know, the guys that are in and out all the time, they're not here. So that togetherness is there, and those guys really, they kind of bought in. They understand that it's an investment. They put that investment in, and they work hard for it. You know, our thing is we've got the skill level, we've got strength, we got experience. We've got to have mental toughness. That's all we've talked about is mental toughness. You can't quit in the second quarter when things are tough. You can't quit in the fourth quarter when things are tough. And on the flip side of that, you can't quit when you're up, when you're winning. You've got to play 4 straight quarters of mental tough football and you know, play by play kind of situation. You can't get high when it's high. You can't get low when it's low. You got to play through that. And I think that's been our whole talk. We've got to be mentally tough. We've had a good off season. We've had guys that have put a lot of work in, but you know, all that stuff doesn't matter if you quit the second things get tough. Then you just waste your off season. So that's been our thing. Do better, get tougher. You know, we talk about grit. That's one of our main things. We don't say it all the time, but we know that's what we're talking about. Grit. You got to fight through stuff. We're a program that's going to be built on grit, and I think they understand what that looks like now. They've seen what happens. You look at last year, our second quarters in a couple games were bad. You know, we were in tight ball games early. We quit. We can't do that. Give yourself a chance in third and fourth quarter. Who knows what's going to happen?
We'll take our very last commercial break. When we get back, we'll have your Apex Bail Bonds Crime Report.
Frustrated by that crack in your windshield? At Daniels Auto Glass, we don't just fix glass, we restore your peace of mind. Our certified technicians use top-grade materials and precision techniques to repair or replace any auto glass damage. Need us to come to you? Our mobile service brings our expertise right to your home or office. Don't let that chip become a crack, or that crack become a bigger problem. We are ready to serve you. Daniels Auto Glass, clear views ahead, peace of mind guaranteed.
When you need help on the road, trust the name that's always there. Harbor Towing and Recovery, located at 6010 Greensboro Road in Ridgeway, Virginia. We're certified, licensed, and insured, ready to serve you any time of day or night. Whether it's tires, brakes, or engine repair, we've got you covered. Call 276-632-2580, and remember, in a roadside emergency, tell the police to call Harbor Towing and Recovery, a name you can trust.
Blue Ridge Aquaculture is hiring both full-time and part-time drivers. Home every other night. CDL, Class A, and 2 years of experience required. Excellent benefit package including medical, dental, vision, life, short-term disability, and long-term disability, and 401k. Apply online at www.blueridgeaquaculture.com.
Hi everyone, I'm Matilda at Maddie B's, and I invite you to come join us and shop with us. We have gifts, we have apparel, we have treasures for yourselves. It truly is a joyous place here, and we invite you to come for all your gifting needs. Join us either in person or online. Contact us at 276-694-4438. Maddie B's, where friends shop and friendships begin.
At PVT Express, we're fast, we're reliable, and we're here when you need us. From oil changes to major jobs, PVT has you covered with the best technicians in the business. Stop by our service center where our certified technicians will get your oil change done right. Visit us today at PVT Express, where speed meets service. PVT Express, done right.
Thank you for being here, BTW21 for your Apex Bail Bonds Crime Report, today being August the 14th. First up being Rodney Connor, Henry County, Virginia, position on Schedule 1 or 2, drugs. William Gray, Henry County, Virginia, assault on a law officer, abduction by force, failure to stop for law enforcement, prevent law enforcement in making an arrest, and probation violation 9 counts. Ronnie Powell, Henry County, Virginia, grand larceny, auto theft. Isaiah Guthrie, Henry County, Virginia, assault on law enforcement. Carrie Harlow, Henry County, Virginia, bomb threat. Alyssa
The Henry County Sheriff's Office says that 2 people have been arrested on Wednesday after deputies executed a narcotics search warrant at a home on Penrose Drive.